SMUG Meghan is out with despicable move on children titles after Eugenie and Beatrice's preaching. The HRH status was taken away from both Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in 2020 after they stepped down from royal life, but they're still allowed to use the Duke and Duchess of Sussex title. Meghan and Harry's children currently do not have titles and are named Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor and Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor, with no decision on their titles since Charles became king. The Duchess of Sussex previously disregarded the importance of titles within the royal family. However, according to royal commentator Neil Sean, Meghan had a change of heart seeing how useful titles were for both Princess Eugenie and her sister, Princess Beatrice. The Duchess is now determined to cling on to them. But during a bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey in March 2021, Meghan appeared to have dismissed the importance of titles altogether. Back then, she said, "All the grandeur surrounding this stuff is an attachment I don't personally have. I've been a waitress, an actress, a princess, a duchess. I've always still just been Meghan, right? I've been clear on who I am, independent of all that stuff. And the most important title I'll ever have is Mum. I know that." But now Neil has suggested that Meghan has had a dramatic change of heart regarding titles, believing it's important for her and her children to keep their titles. He said, "Harry and Meghan are very, very keen to cling on to those royal titles. After much deliberation, Meghan decided that the titles would be a good thing, not just for her, but for both her children too." Meghan became very friendly with senior members of the monarchy, predominantly Princess Eugenie and Beatrice. After this, Meghan realised how useful a title can be, particularly when you want to move in the correct circles. This is the reason why they want to clutch hold of titles. Neil added, "It's really down to the fact that after befriending Beatrice and Eugenie, she saw how useful those titles are to them. Their father, Prince Andrew, had to push very hard to make sure his children got those titles. So we have the York sisters to thank for convincing Meghan Markle to cling on to a Duchess title." Really? I would have thought that both the York sisters would have had more sense than to meddle given the precarious position they're both standing in right now. Is King Charles III planning on stripping Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's royal titles? That's what one author believes could happen thanks to the release of Harry's upcoming memoir, Spare. Author Tom Bower thinks that Charles could be prepared to make the move in the near future. Bower said that over the course of the past 2 years, he's spoken with numerous courtiers and family associates. As a result, Bower is claiming that Charles could take action against Harry and Markle due to the release of their Netflix series and the prince's memoir. The author alleged he, Charles, has made various threats to Meghan and Harry and warned them that if they go ahead they'll find themselves ostracised in a way that they cannot believe, and so they're worried. First of all, I don't think their children will get titles if they go ahead and slander the royal family. But they've also got to consider their own titles. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex could be taken away by Charles if they misbehave. Despite the fact that Charles may strip their titles if they misbehave, Harry is reportedly moving full steam ahead with the memoir. It was one of the most searing images of the 20th century. 2 young boys, 2 princes, walking behind their mother's coffin as the world watched in sorrow and horror. As Diana, Princess of Wales, was laid to rest, billions wondered what the princes must be thinking and feeling and how their lives would play out from that point on. For Harry, this is that story at last, with its raw, unflinching honesty. Spare is a landmark publication full of insight, revelation, self-examination, and hard-won wisdom about the eternal power of love over grief.